Dear students, now I am going to discuss on circulatory system of rat. Circulatory system of rat. Here in circulatory system of rat, we have already discussed structure of heart, and the nature of blood is also discussed. Now the next part of the circulatory system is blood vessels. So circulatory system consists of heart, pumping organ, blood and blood vessels. So blood vessels are the tubular structures through which blood flows. So there are different types of blood vessels such as arteries, arterioles, blood capillaries, venules and veins. So out of these, the most important blood vessels are arteries and veins. Arteries carry blood away from the heart, and they supply oxygenated blood, whereas veins carry blood towards the heart. They carry usually deoxygenated blood, impure blood. Okay. See, arterioles are the branches of arteries. Blood capillaries are branches of arterioles. Venules are the branches of veins. So finally, the all venules together form veins. Veins carry deoxygenated blood towards the heart for purification. And arteries carry pure blood from heart to different parts of the body. Now let us start with arterial system. Arterial system. So arterial system is the system of blood vessels which carry oxygenated blood from heart to different body tissues, body parts. Mainly the arterial system composed of the pulmonary arch. Pulmonary arch is also called as pulmonary artery. So pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to lungs for purification. Another important artery is systemic arch or systemic aorta. And this systemic aorta arises from left ventricle, and it carries oxygenated blood to all body parts. Again, the systemic arch composed of coronary arteries, innominate artery, left common carotid artery, left subclavian artery, and dorsal aorta. So let us talk about pulmonary artery. Coming to the side, so this is pulmonary artery, and this is pulmonary artery. So this pulmonary artery starts from right ventricle. So right ventricle has deoxygenated blood. It has received deoxygenated blood from right auricle, which is coming from three different veins, two precaverns and one postcaval. So here in the right ventricle, deoxygenated blood is there. That deoxygenated blood enters into pulmonary artery. This pulmonary artery supplies deoxygenated blood to lungs for purification. Okay, next, the systemic arch. This is this large arch. The artery is called as systemic artery or systemic arch or systemic aorta. So this supplies oxygenated blood to the entire system. Therefore, this is called systemic aorta. It arises from left ventricle. So at the base of the systemic arch, the pulmonary arteries are there. Coronary arteries. See, coronary arteries supply oxygen blood to the wall of the heart for heart functioning. So these are coronary arteries. And now as it moves forward, it branches. It gives off branches, systemic arch. So the right subclavian is this is innominate further divides into right subclavian and common carotid. Right common carotid. So right common carotid supplies blood to the head region, neck and head region. It is again divided into external carotid, internal carotid. From the mid to head region, oxygen blood is supplied. Oxygen blood supply. And right subclavian supplies blood to forearm. Then here the cervical artery is there. Cervical artery supplies blood to cervical region, neck region. Then vertebral is there, supplies blood to vertebral column. Then memory is there, it supplies oxygen blood to memory glands and forelimbs. So all branches supply the interior part of the body, means forearms and anterior part of the body. And here this side, this is left common carotid, this is right common carotid, common carotid. Left common carotid runs along the left side of the neck region. Left common carotid also supplies oxygen blood to head region. Again here also further divided into external carotid and internal carotid. And this one is left subclavian. Left subclavian supplies blood to the left forearm, and this is again left common carotid. This one is supplying blood to cervical region, vertebral region, and brachial region. And here the memory gland supplied with oxygen blood through this memory artery, and the intercostal is there. Intercostal supplies blood to chest region. Later on, large blood vessel. This branch takes a curve on the left side of the heart, runs, posteriorly, backward as a dorsal aorta, large dorsal aorta. This large dorsal aorta runs along the mid dorsal line of the dorsal body wall, just below the vertebral column. It is present inside the body cavity. So thoracic body cavity as well as abdominal body cavity. In thoracic region, it gives off branches known as intercostal. These intercostal branches supply blood to the muscles of the chest region. Ribs are being supplied with intercostal blood vessels. Later on, this is diaphragm. Diaphragm is supplied with the oxygen blood through phrenic artery. This is phrenic artery. Phrenic muscles are there. Phrenic muscles are type of skeletal muscles which are responsible for the functioning of diaphragm. Diaphragm is a partition present between thoracic cavity and abdominal cavity. So this diaphragm is supplied with phrenic artery, which is coming from the dorsal aorta. Dorsal aorta runs posteriorly and supplying to different vital organs. And these are renal artery supplied to kidneys. There are two kidneys. Again, suprarenal glands are there. Suprarenal glands are nothing but the adrenal glands. They are also supplied with suprarenal artery. Next, genital. There are two genitals. Genitals supply blood to genital organs. In males, testes. In females, ovaries. And this is superior mesentery. Superior mesentery supplies oxygen blood to anterior part of the gut. Alimentary canal. Next, the iliolumbar. This is iliolumbar. Iliolumbar supplies blood to iliac region, pelvic region, and abdominal region. Abdominal walls supplied with this blood vessel. Next, inferior mesentery. posterior part of the alimentary canal, gut region is supplied with inferior mesenteric. This one is superior mesenteric. And further, the dorsal aorta is again divided into three branches, two lateral, one central. Two lateral branches are called as common iliac. This one is right common iliac and that one is left common iliac. Common iliac again bifurcates into two arteries, external iliac, internal iliac. Common iliac supplies blood to hind limbs, you know. Then caudal artery supplies blood to tail region. Thus, the entire arterial system composed of arteries, mainly arteries. You know, arteries supply blood from heart to different body parts for its, for the oxygenation of body tissues. But here, only the pulmonary artery supplies deoxygen blood to lungs for purification. This is an exception. Except this pulmonary artery, all arteries carry oxygen blood, whereas pulmonary artery carries deoxygen blood for purification to the lungs. Okay, so this is about the arterial system in rat. Now let's start with the venous system. So venous system of rat composed of mainly these veins: coronary veins, pulmonary veins, precaval, postcaval, hepatic portal system. So coronary veins. So this is a diagram of venous system in rat. Coronary veins. These are coronary veins. You see here, coronary veins. Coronary artery supplies oxygen blood to wall of the heart, whereas coronary veins collect deoxygen blood from wall of the heart and open into right auricle through coronary sinus. So right auricle receives deoxygen blood from two precavals, one postcaval, and coronary sinus from coronary sinus. So the coronary veins carry deoxygen blood from wall of the heart to right auricle. So venous system brings deoxygen blood from all body parts to heart. Now the next is pulmonary vein. Look here, this is pulmonary vein. Left pulmonary vein. Like that, right pulmonary vein is also there. So these pulmonary veins bring blood from lungs and open into left auricle. They bring oxygen blood, not deoxygen blood. Oxygen blood, whereas pulmonary arteries carry deoxygen blood. They supply deoxygen blood from heart to lungs, whereas pulmonary veins bring oxygen blood from the lungs and open into left auricle. This is left pulmonary vein. Precavals. So there are two precavals, right precaval, left precaval, and this one is right precaval. This is left precaval. These two precavals bring deoxygen blood from anterior part of the body. The part of the body which is present anterior to diaphragm. So from that part, the deoxygen blood is collected from all body tissues by these two precavals. And this one is right precaval. Right precaval is again divided into external jugular, internal jugular. External jugular is again divided into the intercostal, mammary, axillary. Okay, so this intercostal vein brings deoxygen blood from chest region. Ribs, mammary brings deoxygen blood from mammary glands. Axillary from arms, external jugular from the head region, neck region. So internal jugular is also carrying deoxygen blood from the neck region. So anterior fascia, all these open and form a large right precaval, and this precaval opens into right auricle to its aperture. There is no sinus venosus, no sinus venosus in rat. So directly the right precaval opens into right auricle, and like that one more precaval is there, left precaval. Left precaval brings the deossement from the anterior part and open into right auricle to its aperture, own aperture. Okay, next the post cable. This is post cable. Post cable brings deossement blood from all posterior part of the body. Tail region, from tail to up to the diaphragm. So here in the diaphragm region, this is diaphragm. The below the diaphragm, what is there? Liver is there. This is what liver. Liver. So from liver, blood is collected. Blood is collected through hepatic veins. Hepatic veins. So from diaphragm, the phrenic vein collects deoxygen blood and open into the renal, suprarenal. Okay, so this is dorsal aorta, dorsal, the post cable, it runs posteriorly and it gives off renal veins. Renal veins collect blood from kidneys. They collect blood from kidneys and open into post cable. And here genitals are there. Genitals collect deoxygen from genital organs, either testis or ovaries. In case of males, testis from testis. In females, from ovaries. So genitals carry deoxygen blood from genital organs to post cable. Iliolumbar collects blood from the posterior part of the abdominal region. So iliac region, then abdominal region. Okay, post cable. So at the hindmost region, it is divided into two branches. Common iliac. So common iliac, there are two common iliacs, right and left. They collect blood from the hind limbs. So each common iliac further divided into external, internal and hypogastric. So the hypogastric thigh region from posterior part, blood is collected, then caudal vein collects deoxygen from caudal region and open into posterior. So one more portal system is there. This is called hepatic portal system. Hepatic portal vein. This hepatic portal vein, what it does is it collects blood, deoxygen from the gut region, anterior part of the gut and posterior part of the gut. Pyloric region, gastric region, spleen and inferior mesenteric. All blood vessels, blood veins collect deoxygen blood and open into hepatic portal vein, a large vein. And this hepatic portal vein opens to liver. Thus, all nutrients that are absorbed in the alimentary canal are carried to the liver through hepatic portal system. So, hepatic portal vein is the large vein which collects blood from alimentary canal and open into liver. Okay, so this is called hepatic portal system. And renal portal system, there is no renal portal system in rat. So this is about the venous system in rat. So venous system composed of veins. Veins carry blood towards the heart. And this usually most of the veins carry deoxygen blood except pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carries oxygen blood. So this is about venous system in rat. Now coming to talk about the lymphatic system. Lymphatic system is also present in rat. Lymphatic system includes lymph vessels, lymph nodes. Lymph is also a fluid tissue. It is similar to that of blood, except it is not having RBCs, platelets, and some proteins. Some proteins are lacking. So lymph is a colorless fluid. Colorless fluid. It is acting as middleman. So it's a link between. It forms a link between blood and tissues, body tissues. So this lymph is present around the body tissues, and that fluid is called as the tissue fluid, extra tissue fluid, or the that fluid becomes lymph when it enters into the lymph capillaries. So lymph capillaries. So lymph capillaries start from the tissues. So tissues are supplied with the nutrients through external tissue fluid, and that fluid is collected by the lymph capillaries. Lymph capillaries are very small capillaries. These capillaries present around the blood veins. They are larger in size, but they have thin wall. Blood capillaries. Several blood capillaries together form lymph vessels. Lymph vessels are larger than lymph capillaries. Okay, lymph vessels. So several lymph vessels together form the lymph ducts. So lymph vessels also have here and there some nodal part called lymph nodes. Lymph nodes have the lymph vessels where the germs, foreign bodies are entrapped by lymphocytes. So lymphocytes are more in number in lymph. Lymphocytes, what they do? They provide immunity and defense against germs, foreign bodies. So lymph nodes are the places where the germ cells, foreign bodies are entrapped, attacked by the body soldiers, lymphocytes. Then several lymph vessels together form two large lymphatic ducts. Two lymphatic ducts are there. One is right lymphatic duct and is thoracic duct. These two ducts finally, open into blood veins. In the digestive system, after digestion of food material, the fats are not directly entering into villi. They enter into they are not entering into blood capillaries. They are entering into lymphatic vessels, lacteals. And these lymphatic vessels carry fat body. Finally, that fat is poured into veins through these two large lymphatic ducts. So this is about lymphatic system. Thus we have completed the circulatory system in rat. Thank you.